I have a serious question for Jeff Bezos. So you funded an army of lawyers to try to destroy my family for the past 4.5 years. And before anyone comes at me, Jeff, you were the CEO of Amazon when this started, and you were still the executive chair of the board and heavily involved. You've spent 4.5 years paying an army of lawyers to try to get the DOJ to charge my husband with a federal crime. The FBI raided my home, prosecutors seized our bank accounts for 22 months, and a litany of horrors that I won't describe here. But ultimately, a federal judge said that my husband had done nothing but comply with the contract terms you wrote in a contract your lawyers hid from the DOJ for many, many months. But here's the thing. For many years, my husband has wanted to talk to your lawyers and say, I can explain everything, nothing bad happened here. And your lawyers back in 2020 said the only way that you would talk to my husband was if he pled guilty to a federal crime that he didn't commit. And of course, the DOJ agreed with that because they never even charged him and in fact vacated pleas from other men related to your allegations because they weren't in the interest of justice. So you said that my husband could only speak with your lawyers if he agreed to plead guilty to a crime he didn't commit. So if he lied to the FBI, that was your lawyer's demand. Is that extortion? Just asking for a friend. Because here's the thing. Do you remember, Jeff, back in 2020, which is right exactly when you were demanding that my husband plead guilty to a crime in order for you to stop hunting our family? At the same time, the National Enquirer wrote to you and said that they had discovered information and were going to publish it unless you talked to them. I read the letter. I think it was just they wanted to talk to you. And you then published an essay on Medium saying that you wouldn't bow to the extortion, that they wanted to talk to you. You called that extortion. So here's my question, in a follow-up to the first question of whether what your lawyers did was extortion, because like per your definition of extortion with the National Enquirer, it does seem to satisfy your definition of the term. But here's the other question. If you wouldn't bend to the extortion from the National Enquirer and instead publish this Medium essay, can I ask you why your lawyer sent me a cease and desist saying that if I didn't shut down this TikTok, you would accuse me of a federal crime to the DOJ? Because again, like, is that also extortion? But like, moreover, I was following your example because when you got a letter that you felt was extortionary, you published an essay on the internet. When I was dealing with the FBI raiding my home over false allegations, I decided to publish some videos on TikTok. And your response was to tell me that you were going to tell the DOJ that I was committing a crime for being on TikTok. It seems very inconsistent, the whole thing. Like perhaps you feel like I deserve less than you do. And I don't know, is it because I'm not a billionaire? We'll never know if my husband was going to be a billionaire because, I mean, there's the other thing too. I was thinking the other day about back in like the mid 2015, 2016 timeframe, Peter Thiel was suing Gawker, an American publication. Anyway, was just thinking about that tonight. Seems pretty inconsistent.